6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me at the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, get moonshine, put me into overflow.
Superstar. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hey, Jam, Lady of the Wood, Miss Piggy, Arkansas Seed Country Girl, Karma, hello. So, I was just messaged about some cackling, whole lot of cackling going on. Whole lot of cackling going on.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Anything that is said on a prison phone or even a county phone is used against you in a court of law. If the courts and the people want to use that against you, they can use it against you. Right?
It's recorded. It's definitely recorded.
And it tells you. And it tells you. It is recorded.
And he knows it's recorded. So that should show you even more that he's being honest. He tried to defend me. I haven't even heard it, except so I guess we're going to be listening to some of it together so I can hear these wild claims and speculations. And the link is pinned to the top if anybody wants to if anybody who had been watching it wants to come up and tell me what has been being said.
Don't give a crap.
Who is that guy on there?
Shit's all made up anyway.
The bullshit that come out of those creators' ass today and last night was just unreal.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's unreal how hypocritical they are. I mean, for them to sit and say that it's okay to support somebody that allegedly sells methamphetamines, both of them, not just one, but both, and hand them over money and take every word they say for being true, yet they want to rip the parents of Summer Wells completely to shreds and judge them when these people are worse than Don and Candace.
Worser? Are they worser, Daisy? Are they though? Really? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't heard anybody accuse Fred Hill of anything I say, except you weirdos trying to, try to fit him into some type of scenario. But nobody talks about that, like about Fred, because, well, he's not involved in that kind of shit. But with Don, for some reason, there's rumors galore. Yeah, she's talking about she's comparing apples to oranges. She's just she's bored, wants a topic to talk about. She knows it gets views. She knows it gets reactions. She knows, yeah. And I'm not paying for a lawyer or a anything to do with bond. either is anybody that I know or any of my subscribers that I know about. The people I associate with would probably be a little bit more smart than getting involved in something like that. No matter how much I believe Fred or anybody believes him, we don't want to get involved in signing somebody's bond. So that's not true. And I'm not helping him for a lawyer. What the hell? Why would I help him for a lawyer with dealing charges? The only time I would help somebody if I even had the means, which I don't, and that type of thing, is if I felt like they were wrongly accused, or something was. But you do the crime, you do the time. It wasn't, I'm not. Hey, Lucy Cat. You're wrong, Speakeasy. But the link's up there if you'd like to come up here and show me all these screenshots you have, because I will let you share the screen and you can show me whoever you are that's come out of the word work like in the last couple weeks. Yeah, digging a child's body. Like, what the hell? Okay. This guy does not obviously know anything to do with me. Does he think if I said something about digging a child's body or anything like that, that he would be the one that bring that to light? Somebody I've never talked to? Don't you think somebody else would have shown that? Fred did the crime, he's doing the time. We aren't saying Fred is innocent of drugs. No, and I'm not taking listen, what I said about taking everything he says for truth, I'm taking what he says for truth until I hear a lie. A definite, straight-faced, bold lie. And him believing there's fucking monkeys is not a lie. People need to learn what beliefs are, facts, opinions, theories, speculations. We need to make sure we know those definitions. Never trust a man with a man bun. Some guys can pull it off. I don't know. I've never watched the guy. I literally just saw him a week ago. It's the first time I ever even heard the name. He came out of nowhere.
People do believe their own lies.
Yeah,
They repeat it so much in their mind and verbally that they do believe their lies. They do.
He is.
That's a psychological
These people are giving
point.
That's the thing.
That's not true.
And listen, this ain't nothing.
That's not
No
true.
attacks on her. I'm just saying.
Oh, sure
How
isn't.
can you be against parents of a missing child so bad, but yet support people that sell meth and destroy people's lives? Okay, we've all seen it. We've all had family.
I'm not supporting that. I don't know why.
In this chat or
she's deflecting, though. See, instead of trying to face the topic at hand, this is just classic deflection. The same thing that Don Wells does. Let's change the subject. Let's distract. Let's focus on Fred's wrongs. Let's focus on the things that he's done and his wrongs. No, that's not what we're talking about here in this community. Not here on my channel and not most people's channels here in the community. That's what you're talking about, Daisy, over there in your own little community, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I gave Fred put $20 on his commissary when he first got on in there, and probably another 20 or something on, I can't remember, on messages. I don't want to be caught lying. But as far as my people putting money, now people have purchased stuff like essential items for, well, I believe they're essential items for Laura off a wish list. And I don't apologize about it. At all. See, we're supposed to help others. It's not my business to judge somebody else or know what they're going to do with what I am giving them. That is on their conscience. And they have to answer to that. I don't understand where she gets these like comparisons and these. They're not even the same thing. The parents are facing, prime suspects, and I feel like they're prime suspects. I feel like that's what law enforcement tries to insinuate too. I mean, Daisy can't be this like dense. He's really not even getting them people. He's really not getting money that people think he is. At least, I mean, I haven't. I mean, I suppose he could and not be telling me, but he's not the type. No, she just doesn't. She's got him painted so wrong. It's just not even. She doesn't even. Nothing she's saying is at all correct. Let's see.
They still as slow as hell.
Well,
As
why
slow as hell.
okay with it?
They'll come after a child's been SA 500 times. They finally get theirs.
I don't know why they got the boys taken.
CPS
That's
is very slow to respond.
I don't know.
They don't have the funds and they're understaffed.
Look, there's Can. Hey, Can.
There's Can. Hi, thank you.
Raise hell.
I am too. I already raised hell with Candace. Not Candace.
Just don't mention it to them if they see on their.
Like you can
Listen,
somewhere
I
if you
have been
want to be
ripped
president
upside
Tennessee.
down,
Right.
ripped apart, ripped
Hey,
to shreds,
sunshine.
talked about horrible
Took in.
by these cult people. But I sit back and observe.
Cult
I've learned
people.
to sit back and observe.
You got to. You got to, though.
You got
And
to. You got
a lot of
to.
these people are no better than Fred Hill.
Oh.
They expose little by little.
Would you like to know how many creators have backgrounds? Would you like to know how many of these creators have backgrounds? You'll be shocked, Miss Daisy.
She said, "I'm not going to."
I wonder what Daisy's background
Yeah, she's
is.
with the church, so
Wonder what Daisy's background is.
I'm glad she's with the church, and I'm
There's
happy.
nothing wrong with having fun, Candace. It's been 2 years.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with smiling
with the church.
and having fun. And I say that to Brandon Hill also. There is nothing wrong with you trying to enjoy life after what you've been through. There's nothing wrong with that I could see. I would just wish I lost my child for 2 years. I just wish people would leave me the hell alone, and I'd go anywhere I want to. That's
Auntie Kay, what background was you talking about? What are you talking about background?
Creators. Most creators have backgrounds. You know, I'm talking about criminal backgrounds or maybe.
Yeah. Most of the ones that she has hang out on her channel, like White Boy, Candace, Dawn, me knows, Cher. Those creators, those people. Everybody has a background. But wells aren't even prime suspects. Huh? You think that law enforcement knows the wells aren't even you think so? Oh, was she quite a wild one, Annabelle? Yeah, I don't think so, Cinder Element. I don't believe that's true. Why would you think that the parents aren't suspects? I mean, that's all we've seen is evidence towards them or one of them being at least one of them being involved, I feel. But then why wouldn't you share it if you know it's true? You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make sense. If you can't share something and share the source, then you probably shouldn't even put it out there because it's just it'd just be nice to know where you're coming to that conclusion from, just to know if we can, because some sources are going to be more credible than others. Oh, really, Michelle? Hey, Michelle. I need to talk to you probably. It doesn't help me out though, Cinder Element, because I don't know the information. I have to see it for myself. I'm like that with everything. Even like the closest people to me. I want to see it myself because I know us as humans, we all err and we're not perfect, and we all perceive things differently. We can see that all the time by everybody's different opinions on different things here that happen on YouTube and the way people perceive it. Some people are just full of shit and just like the drama, and so they're trying to pretend that they don't see stuff that's so plainly in front of them. But yeah, that would be the first thing they'd want to do is clear the suspect or clear the parents. They don't want the parents to have to go through the trauma of also dealing with, people like us speculating that they had something to do with it. They would want to lift that burden for them. I do know law enforcement, they lie or they'll not say things or do things as tactics as a way of baiting or fishing. But I heard Sherry say that on her live with Dawn the other night. Oh, that they're cleared. If we could have $1 for all the times that we've heard the word cleared surrounding people in this case, nobody's been cleared. As far as nobody's been officially cleared. Reporters daily on purpose, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I heard it's rumored that Candace is trying to say that screenshot's about puppies being born or dogs or something. That's what Candace is trying to blow it off as.
I don't put money on anybody's food.
Listen, look at what this person said here in the chat. He was straight arrested for. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This lady in the chat goes, he was straight arrested for manufacturing. No, he wasn't. Let's see here. Cher says, I've offered to put Cash App links on my channel for Don, and he's told me, please don't do that. Even just recently, please don't worry about the Cash App, just finding the truth. Yeah. Well, Fred tells me this. Fred never asks for money too, so. Fred is messaging. Basically just asking, like, how's it going? Any questions you guys can think that I can ask him without it being too...
For them to take the case.
Don and Candace has never been even mentioned as a suspect, ever.
What?
They have not been named as a suspect.
Is she for real?
Missing child. They have a missing child, and they have been through pure hell.
She literally just said that Dawn and Candace has never been listed as a suspect. Is she just does she just make up this shit? Shrooms. Yeah, okay, maybe that's what it is. Right, this clucker has lost her God-given mind. Okay.
And someone looked at me and talked about my missing child the way they did her. She's a lot more calm than I am. Let's just say that. In Fred's phone calls to Ziggy, Fred doesn't even name Don or Candace, not once. Well, he was last night. He was naming them off. He was giving Ziggy exactly what she wanted last night.
He was just giving me the truth as he remembers it. He believes, just like most of the normal population, the halfway normal ones, most suspect the parents in some way. At least one or the other, or both. So he's just saying what he's always said. Let's see, do you know who Cotton's neighbors were? And that question has been asked a few times, so we'll try to ask him.
I don't get it.
I'm not
Sherry,
here to judge
stop that,
anyone.
Sherry.
I was not put on this earth to judge anyone. I will tell you that right now. If I thought I needed to judge people, I would have become a lawyer and then a judge. I didn't want to do that. And I don't want to judge anybody to this day. It is not my job.
Hey, Mods, can you put out my membership
not my
link,
job.
please?
There's only one judge.
Can somebody put out my membership links?
Yes.
If anybody's not
There's
subscribed
only
to my
one
channel, please hit
judge.
that subscribe button, that like button. And if you
Who
want-
cares? Why do people care if what I believe? You know, we all have our own opinion. Somebody's in the chat and said, and Ziggy believes what Fred says. Yes, I do. And I don't believe what Don and Candace says. Why? Because they lie all the time. It's just common math. 2 + 2. It's simple math. That's the only reason. There's no complication to it. It's pretty clear cut. She can't be really this baffled.
Right. That's what she's went over saying. They're both charged with selling methamphetamine, but they're good people.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Well, at
You
least
say
this
so,
is not
Ziggy.
here.
No, Casey, I totally agree
No,
with that, Casey.
they're not. God, she lies so much. Oh my God, she lies so fucking much. Laura is not charged for dealing. She was not charged for dealing methamphetamine. She had possession. She said it was like less than like a half gram or something. It was a very small amount. A parody Daisy Bash soon. Yeah.
Is
And they would follow
maybe
her.
had something to do with it.
Teachers and principals
Last
know
week,
their children.
they're over there babying a potential perpetrator,
Same with Dawn and
a
Candace.
potential person.
You really
who
don't
has
think
hurt someone.
Dawn and Candace are
This
potential
person could
suspects?
be the very one who took the
So,
baby. That's it.
what about all the rumors surrounding Dawn and Candace, especially Dawn and SA? Can we hear, or do we have stories coming out of the woodwork about Fred? So, Cotton's neighbor is his sister with the HHR, according to Fred. The neighbor of Cotton is his sister, which makes sense because that land, when people passed away over there where he lived, where Cotton lived, there's a big piece of property that was broke up and given to different people, inherited different parts of like the Simpsons and Arnold, I think, or something like that. I know, right? Don has drug charges. I don't think he has dealing though, does he? He's been arrested at way more than Fred has. Way more. There's way more weird sexual rumors floating around about Dawn than there is Fred. We've had a year and a half since Fred first came out and talked with us. And anybody could have came forth and told us their stories. And there'll probably still be others who come forward. But it's not difficult to do simple math and look at the history of a person. History is not always an indicator of the future, but it's a good predictor. Is that
Hey,
really
can you hear me? Oh crap, hold on 1 second.
Yep. Yeah, Dawn has red panty charges. Exactly. There's proof. His sister with the HHR is his closest neighbor. according to Fred, I'm not at all supporting. You know, she wants to use the word supporting. Am I supporting Fred?
No, with Daisy, you're all in or all out. There's nothing else with Daisy. You're either 100% or you are
Right. That's not
out.
how it works in my mind.
Well, that's not how it works in the rest of the world's mind, but with her it does. Hold on, I'm not gonna pull. I'm gonna pull it up on my end, but I want to see how many times Don has been. I've got his whole thing, so just give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. History does repeat itself, and a lot of people they change as they get older and they learn. But history has shown us Don does not learn from his mistakes at all. So
Ride or die for.
no,
Literally, ride
it's
or
not
die
ride or
for.
die.
They will go with anything they say. Because a lot of them are just like the creators of their thought.
Everybody will go along with what everybody.
Daisy's been sitting back and watching.
I was one of those people that did go along.
Daisy's been finding out stuff
I was a misfit.
about these people.
You know what a misfit is?
Stuff.
Oh,
About
really?
me?
What is this stuff?
I've just been watching and observing and clipping. So there you go. Yeah, she can't handle the truth, Crystal. That's what it is. She can't handle when Daisy calls her out on her BS. And all the rest of them's BS.
Oh, I can't handle it. 'Cause you're such a good dragger. Like, I'm so freaking devastated. She's just an annoying. She's like an annoying bug or something. You know, it's more of an annoyance than anything. As far as making me mad, no, I'm not mad right now because she's ridiculous. Like, the stuff that she's saying is so ridiculous that it doesn't even make sense to the normal person. I think it's plain to see. She's doing herself. I mean, she's her own worst enemy. She's showing everybody herself. Like, she's showing herself. I don't have to show anything. Justin doesn't have to show anything. You guys have all witnessed it yourself. Many of you. She's really making herself look foolish. Daisy Cowell, how's your sister? Oh, that's right. She says you are toxic.
We don't know. And you know what? If it's to be revealed to us, it will be. And if it's not, it will not.
Right.
I just got to that point. I'm not saying Summer's dead. I'm not saying Summer's alive. I'm saying I don't know.
Well, I know this
And
much.
I am
true when I told her about what Fred said about Cotton.
I don't know.
She was like, I have no idea who this guy is. I have never met him, nor do I know who he is. She says it all the time. She doesn't even.
Oh, okay. Since she says it, it must be true, right? Okay.
So when Don was 17 years old, he had a possession charge. Let's see here. Don had a drunk driving charge at 25. He had, let's see here, 6 months later, he was in Salt Lake City for assault and battery. Let's see here. Then right after that, he got out a few months later. He got some type of registration violation. The next year, driving on revoke, alcohol offense, warrant failure to appear. He was sentenced to another 30 days.
Yep. And he still drunk drives. You're right, Joyce. Or Joyce, am I saying that right? Yeah, well, I can't say I know that for a fact that he still. I
Could you
have.
hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, sorry. Could you hear me whenever I was telling you his history?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
was
okay.
listening. I didn't want to speak over you, but
Yeah.
and somebody was responding and saying that he still drinks and drives, but
Oh, you know what he does?
what?
He uses Candace's car when he doesn't want to use his truck when he wants to go out and do his stuff.
Oh my God! Because of the breathalyzer thing.
Yep, yep. At 27 years old, he got felony spousal battery. He
Wow.
was drunk, punched Pam in the face with a baby in her arm. Um, he had another possession charge at 27 and a controlled substance. Um,
Hmm.
27 years old in Weber County, Utah, interfering with public servant. He went to jail for that.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do like kind of a side by side of of everybody's background surrounding this case, including Fred, Dawn, Candace, not that it's a contest or it shouldn't, but Daisy wants to act like, oh, how do you support this type of excuse me? Do you understand? Listen to all the stuff that you're saying with Dawn, and you're not even like scratching the surface yet. He has lots. He's been arrested in how many states? Like
Oh,
five.
it's more than fingers. Got more fingers than I have. I can tell you that. At 28, he was a fugitive from justice. Uh, let's see here. That's page 1. Let's see here. I've got a whole timeline on their life. I can send it to you if you want. 28-year-old Don evading and resisting arrest. He went to jail for a few months on that one. Dallas County, Texas, resisting arrest, possession. Back to Utah, open container and possession of controlled substance.
I don't even know how he hasn't got like what is it called, the 3 strikes law. He's somehow he probably because of the different states that he's been charged in and stuff that might have saved him. Since I don't because laws between states are different with stuff like that. So I don't know, but what an outstanding citizen. Yep. Yeah, the man needed rehab in his 20s. Well, Don is the product of what happens when you think you're right your whole life and everything. You don't change if you're right. Why you don't have to change anything if you're always right.
He was sentenced to 5 years in that one. There's so many.
Which one did he serve 5 years for?
I think my mic has been cutting out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it did too.
Yeah, guilty. He forgery, 1 count burglary of a dwelling, and forgery sentenced to 5 years in Utah State Correction. Let's see here. 30 years old, failure to stop, respond to police commands.
Yeah, I saw that article you were reading today where it states that Dawn said that Summer wanted to go on the roof with the boys.
Yep.
That was
Mhm.
weird.
At 36, he got third-degree felony theft from former employer, drywall. What does it say? Forgery and burglary charges, sentenced an additional 5 years. Did you hear that?
Additional, yeah, a lot of forgery charges, it sounds like.
Yes, and a lot of breaking and entering. Those are violent. Candace, there's one for her. 1 count of battery.
And these are all
Candace.
the things that he's got caught for. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. Candace, here's 1 count of battery, sentenced 3 years probation, and must follow all treatment prescribed by counselor. I mean, it is endless. Just endless. Where the fuck did it go?
oh my God, this yawning person is so crazy. Here, I'm going to show you guys what she just said. Oh my God, dude. She's like saying, I'm going to call. Well, thanks for, I'll just keep that for proof when they show up. Hold on. Will just be one more organization to add to the list that's been stopped by and said hi. If I was actually doing something wrong, I'd be scared. But guess what? I'm zero worried. This girl right here, she looks crazy too. Like she kind of looks like a Letitia Stout or something. I'm reporting her for neglect of her dog's health. She is pulling fleas off. It's gross. The whole environment is infested. Really? You know so much about my environment. You are what? Okay. What is she fucking talking about? We've talked about fleas. Dogs get fucking fleas. You freaking parasite. You should know all about parasites. Justin just dropped. He'll probably be back if. So let's listen.
Don't come after Ziggy's personal life. Listen, she may have to do her lives to support her daughter. That's her business, y'all. I ain't trying to hurt no other creator like that. Listen to this. It's pretty much. I don't know what her business is with her child. I don't know what her business is with her home life, and I don't care. Miss Stacy. All I worry about is why.
That Yanni girl says, I'm a registered rescue. I got to report cruelty. It's our contract. Oh, sir. You're a registered lunatic. That's what you are.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta find my glasses. I can't see it. I can't read the comments because I can't see. Hang on.
Here she goes. I'm on the phone with animal welfare. Sorry, but I have to as a pet rescue.
It's mad at me.
She's literally there replying to White Boy like he gives a fuck. Like, White Boy, don't stop me. Don't stop me, White Boy. Don't stop me, but I have to as a pet rescue. I have to turn her in. I just have to do it. And then innocent until proven guilty said Ziggy said she rescued the Wells dog. Lies, lies. Really? That's a lie? How do you know it's a lie? Have you seen what's happened to some of those dogs? How many dogs dead have we seen at the bottom of that driveway? I don't think it's a far-fetched to think that possibly Athena's life could have been saved by coming here. Or I don't go around saying I rescued her. I just say I adopt her. There's other people that say that. I don't know, because we don't know for a fact if we rescued her. So you don't, and how can you, so you can't say that's a lie. That's not a lie. It's just like an opinion. These people need education. Shave. Look, guys, I shaved Bandit. I would say so, Ivory. Yeah, the dogs have had medicine now since 2 different types of medicine. That situation's pretty much under control now. We got that Capstar. For some reason, it worked. I mean, Bandit is a lot smaller, so I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it did seem to work better for Bandit at first. This girl is so nuts. This Yanni or whatever. She says, I've seen her picking fleas off her dog and flicking them, Daisy. I'm a dog rescue. Rescue. Must report cruelty. Okay. Oh my God, they're hilarious.
Parts of the world. That's why shipping times are often.
We just ran a fatality. The mom gave her 2-year-old fentanyl to give him to take a nap. Oh my God.
Taboo's better.
Oh my God. Are you serious? That's horrible. I can't tonight, but I got my smiley mess.
Right? Wouldn't that exactly? Wouldn't the cruelty exactly? Is she? What is calling somebody gonna do? Is she the flea police? Seriously, is she the flea police? So now we're calling animal welfare to send out just to make sure so they can come out here and be like, have you treated your dogs for the flea infestation? Okay, can we see the medicine? Here you go. Let's see how much are gone. See? Here's my Amazon too. Well, here's another one we used. It's stupid. What do they think that's going to do? You can't get somebody in trouble because their dog got fleas and they're talking about treatment options like in a responsible adult. I was talking about how I was going to treat them and getting ideas from you guys, and that's supposed to be cruelty. Delusional. But yet the dog's out there on the Wells property, that's not cruelty, right? The flea police live inside your head. Oh, she lives in Australia? Hey, Birdie. Candace and Dawn, where it looks like really thin and older. I can see it. I can see it. I think I know exactly what picture you're talking about. I can see why you would think that.
Help a whole lot. You know, just because
It does with my dogs. I have 3 big dogs that I take
Oh God.
care of
Oh my God. Here we go. You guys
And
ready to laugh?
we don't
Are you guys ready to
like
laugh
those
at straight
dogs.
craziness?
I do the treatment every 3 weeks just to make sure I don't wait for the whole month.
the problem is that I don't want to mix all that up with this case. Like,
I know. I'm just saying, Daisy, that
I know.
her doing that is cruel, and
It's cruel.
and a lot of people are talking about it. Okay, and she does
Oh,
need
really?
to get treatment for those animals, which means
Oh
that
my
the
fucking
house is
God.
probably infested
Oh
as well.
my God. What is
Listen, I
wrong
don't
with
know
this
anything
lady?
about that. All I'm worried about.
Oh, that's why I wanted to come here and say it's
Oh,
me.
we gotta beat
It's
the
got
fleet police is here,
nothing to
guys.
do with
We got the
Daisy
fleet police.
Ziggy.
She's
I
super
am a
important.
registered rescue.
She's super
Please
important.
treat
She's
your
part of a
animals.
rescue.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't care what she does in her home life or with her child. I don't know what goes on in her life. My opinion is, I just think that if these people are going to rip Dawn and Candace to shreds,
Yeah.
why are they supporting people that's worse than Dawn and Candace? That's my deal. That's
They are. And
about.
it's very hypocritical when you watch her talking to Fred Hill's girlfriend, Lori. And, you know, Fred's in jail for very serious things. He could he could be doing 60 years.
He's in jail for
Oh,
very
thank you.
serious things.
So thank you for becoming a member for 3 months. Thank
See,
you.
even Daisy
all I'm
knows that this.
saying is don't be a freaking hypocrite.
And Daisy even knows that this girl is crazy as fuck. You could hear it in Daisy's voice. She keeps saying, I don't care about her personal life. Like, how many times does she have to say it? Weird one. Oh, you're gonna have to get some medicine. You have to. What? I'm pretty sure. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Okay. Just walked away for a second. We have medicine. Comes with 6 tablets. 2 are gone. Can you do fucking math? Oh, and look, here's the remnant of the medicine we had right before that we tried with the Amazon Basics Flea and Tick Topical for dogs 5 to 22 pounds. So you can go crawl back into the fucking cave that you just crawled out of, you fucking psycho.
Horrible thing I've ever had to say in my life. My son was taking the trash outside, and it happened while he was outside, and he was only like,
why are they
12,
talking over
I
each
think,
other?
when it happened? And it really freaked him out because he saw the woman come through the window shield.
That's horrible. So many.
And it was a drunk driver, and he killed 2 children that day and the mother.
Well, not only that, if they're under the influence of drugs as well, not only alcohol but drugs, and how many people
over here you're tested for marijuana. You're not supposed to. If you show up that you've had marijuana and you're driving here, you can be given a huge fine. They're so strict over here.
Well, over in America.
Let's hear when this psycho first comes up.
Any of it, and I don't think that,
so I can laugh.
That's horrible. Swear God.
Why is Sherry talking on top of everybody? I mean, I like Sherry and stuff, but she's sitting there talking, like having a conversation with people in the chat, it seems like, and then two other people on the panel are talking. Oh, here we go.
Okay, let me turn the TV down.
Oh, here we go.
Look, I just want to make something clear. Mm-hmm. I'm a rescue, okay? When you register yourself as an animal rescue, you are given a whole bunch of sheets which you have to live by, okay? One of them is if you see cruelty, you must report it. Now, people have sent me clips of Ziggy picking fleas off her dog. Okay?
I know,
but she's not. I know, but it's not you, it's me. That's why I'm coming up here, so she knows it's me and not you.
No, Daisy knows that she's a lunatic for that.
Have to report things.
Oh, I have to do it. I just have to do it. I have to, guys. I have to. It's mandatory.
I've got amazing.
This feet pics. Wait till she gets home. I'm going to get them when she gets here.
I have amazing feet as well, but I'm married, and then my husband.
Is that really AB, or is that an imposter? Is that an imposter? I can tell that Daisy even finds this girl. And you know it's bad when Daisy thinks that you're like truly thinks that. Not just says it, but you can tell. She's like, Daisy has a farm. She cares for animals. She knows this parasites and stuff like that are common things for animals to deal with. Yanni, she lives in some type of hole somewhere in some ground and must not be in society. Justin, why'd you drop? Oh, that really is AB. Pleasure seeing you here. It's flea season, right? You guys saw how concerned I was with the fleas the second they had them. Yeah, Donnie the dog diddler. They're worried about what type of flea medication I'm giving my dog. They need to worry about where Dawn or what Dawn is diddling. Yeah, she doesn't have any rights to go and report anything here in the? I mean, she could, I guess, because it's if she wants to. Who is she going to call? The FBI or something? Or I don't know. Is she calling her local agency and they're going to contact the? And how's that going to work? I like to hear the process. Somebody just sent me some clips. Let's see what. Ew! Somebody just sent me some. She has creepy pictures of her. They changed her into a demon. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that Daisy has some sense.
Awesome. I'm going to send them to Daisy and she can
Oh,
show you.
pictures.
And I want you to pay her $100.
If they're your pictures, you sell it. So,
Oh, hell, Daisy.
So do they have somebody in the back that's trying to get up on panel and showing feet pictures or something? Because I just had somebody do that to me and I just didn't say anything. But you know Daisy, she has to take that opportunity to make content out of it.
To you.
That happened to me like 20 minutes ago. Did you guys hear me say anything?
I'm just
I
kidding.
have beautiful feet, Daisy.
I know, but I'm just kidding. No, we can't do that. I was willing to sell tickets.
I will so do it. I will so show you my feet.
Maybe
We know you
work
would.
out something after the live.
But I want the money to go to you.
No, we can't do that. I can't support that. That's a perversion.
Are you crazy, Daisy? Why can't you take it? I'm your mod. I've known you for like 2 years.
No, this guy, I don't even know how old this guy is. I'm just messing with him over Jinx's feet.
That's hilarious. Sherry's back there on the panel, just like having a conversation with people in the chat. And then Daisy and Yanni lady are just clacking away. Yeah, I know you old soul. I know it was mainly Yanni. That's her main problem in that chat, in her channel. Well, I don't know if it's her main problem. Her main problem is herself. She's her own worst enemy. We all are usually, but that Yanni girl, she's crazy. I know. At least we need to apply the same rules to everybody. That's everybody. And that includes Fred. I'm not trying to, I don't know if support's even the real word. Yeah, I guess it is support. I guess I do support him because I don't have any reason not to at the time. Oh, it's the best. He's the best to watch after you take a gummy or two. They literally just said that Dawn and Candace has never been labeled a suspect. That just came out of their mouth like 30 minutes ago.
No, y'all, we can't sell. I would not do that. That's perverted. Absolutely.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
Not like that anyway. He'd be like, they were my feet. You ain't selling my feet.
Hey, Georgia.
I watched some pictures.
My husband,
He did. Last night was offering $10,000. He went from
Did she really?
$10,000 to $100.
Yeah.
No,
Did Yanni come up on my panels? But yeah, because she's like, I know you. Oh, I know you. I've been here for 3 years. Oh, trust me, I know you. I know what you did last summer.
even matter.
Someone said it doesn't trigger me. Why? It doesn't trigger me at all. It's my goddamn feet. I walk in the dirt in those feet.
Amy. Who's over there?
I'm sure you're walking way worse than that.
Somebody said, Daisy, somebody said that should trigger me. Why?
Teachers pay for them.
No, I didn't think he was serious about the Jinkies feet pics. I wouldn't do that. No way, y'all.
Some guys have a major.
That's I would do it. And it's disgusting.
Yeah, some guys are super into feet. It's interesting, but whatever floats their boat. I guess I've seen worse. There's worse things in life, I guess. At least they're not like. At least they don't want a girl that poop on them or something. Oh, thank you. Fixin' too. Aw. She said, LMAO over the fleas. You're a wonderful dog, Mom. Well, thank you. Yeah, if it bothered me, if I actually thought, I'm not worried. Now, being here for a couple years and seeing how things go on YouTube, I have enough history to know like what happens in these situations. These threats about calling these agencies on me do not scare me anymore because I know how things work. You're gonna have to try that on somebody newer. I'm not that new anymore.
I don't want to see your feet.
I have nice feet.
Oh my God, will they get off the feet topic?
I pay a lot of money.
Did she literally just say I made a lot of money off my feet?
At all.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and change my picture to my feet.
Maybe you put them on your maybe you can sell them. I just don't.
I can't. I don't need them.
Maybe he was just curious, Susie. Maybe he was just like, was he really actually into it or was he curious? Because, hey, I mean, everybody's watched like midget porn just being curious, right? Just doesn't mean that it actually is your thing. But, yeah, that's an interesting one. Oh, I know. She thinks she's such a gangster. Notice Can won't speak on her panel. Allegedly, she wrote Daisy. She was asked not to be unalive. You didn't stay around to find out. You're like, that's all it took. Oh, I don't believe that she will. I think the lady is crazy enough that she would maybe try to call some agencies or something, but I'm not worried. I mean, CPS isn't going to scare me. What is it, dog? They're not going to scare me. There's nothing to be worried about. The worst thing that I freaking do is take Delta 8, and that's legal here in Indiana. And once THC is legal, I will be partaking in that. And there's nothing you guys can do about it because it's legal. Sorry, alcohol is way worse than weed could ever be. Stream Daisy, oh shit, what's she doing now?
We're not here to talk about summer.
Yeah, when I had Candace's Cash App out. Yes. But we have talked about summer a lot on this channel. In fact, Candace has brought out summer's clothes and everything and told us a lot about summer. So that right there, dear, is twisting things. Thank you, Ferdy. Welcome to the Critter Scum family. That's coming up here trying to twist an agenda.
Ew.
We have talked about
I have no agenda.
in this case as
You
about that baby than she has ever done before.
And so, you know, when you said, I mean, a couple weeks ago, you said, why did these people not speak out before when they're victims of sexual abuse?
Who's up on panel,
And
guys?
we know Summer is a victim of sexual abuse.
Well, Summer can't speak for herself. We know that.
Exactly.
We're
So
talking
what
about
does that have to do with Summer's case?
No, your attack on other people was saying that.
Oh, is that from Crime? Is she from Crime Lines and Lies?
That's not an attack. That's just simply stating the truth. Why wait until a child is missing if you're so concerned about this child? Why are you bringing your case into Summer's case? That's what I think.
I mean, unfortunately, Daisy, sometimes like people's minds don't immediately go to, oh, that child's going to end up dead or that child's going to. They see things, and a lot of times people don't want to get involved. They don't want the issues or whatever. I don't know. It's up to who knows. It happens all the time, Daisy. Whether they should have, would have, could have. It's just, you know, we have to deal with it now, in the present, and move forward. We can't be like shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point.
By all means, I'm not saying they're perfect at all.
But that was in July.
July what?
In July.
Just kidding.
What about July?
What's the time have to do with the Crime Lines and Lies? What's the time have to do with it?
Who is this freaking
happening.
weirdo?
X, I want to talk to her. Hang on. Wait just a second. What do you mean July? What does that mean?
That was in July of 2021.
What was it?
WJHL happened in
Absolutely. Guess what
2021.
happened? Chris McDonough brought all that out. And
Oh,
guess
God.
what?
Everybody
Oh, my
was
God.
already
Oh,
on
my
after
God,
the
dude.
Jeff Goldblum interviews from the Rogersville Review. Do you
And that has been running. That has, listen, Summer's case is the most important right now. Okay?
Every time she goes, listen, I always think of that. Listen, Linda. Listen.
Yes, I do. I've been on this case since the beginning. Yes, I do,
No,
ma'am.
she hasn't.
Yes, ma'am.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, I do. I've talked behind the scenes to the mother of that child. I've
Okay,
seen her
who gives a
cry.
fuck? That doesn't mean you know anything.
The mother, I've talked to
You know this case?
the mother that said that she was pouring cereal. The mother that said she was taking a walk or a jog. The mother that said she was washing dishes.
You're twisting that. She never said
No.
that.
Because the police have admitted it's misconstrued information. That
No,
didn't happen.
And I tell you something.
Why doesn't she mute one of them when other people are talking? It's really hard to pay attention.
For a sexual predator.
Who are you saying is a sexual predator?
An errand.
Dawn Will.
Summer wasn't abused.
Allegedly.
911.
Oh, here we go. Here's the genius. Here's the genius coming in. Summer wasn't abused. And that's that, and that's it, and that's the way it's going to be because Yanni, some lady that lives in Australia who sells feet pics for a living and has no shame in her game. That's what she says, so that's what we believe.
No, I wouldn't, because all you've done is bashed me and used my content.
So Daisy doesn't know what
You
bashing
don't have any
means.
content, hon. I'm sorry.
Why are you using it? Why did I have to strike you the other day?
You didn't strike me, hon.
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. I just didn't push it. I
What?
could have went and pushed it more.
Well,
But I didn't.
I didn't do it because you can't strike
Why
me.
are you worried about what I do on my panel and if I support these
I
parents?
don't.
You have no idea. You have not
Support
talked to
all
these
you
parents.
want. This is beneath me.
Let me tell you something. You don't know nothing about this case.
Oh
You
my
think
God.
You know about this case, but you don't know. You're just riding on your feelings. You've not been behind the scenes.
Oh
You
my
don't
God,
know.
dude.
You just run with your mouth because you want to be judgmental. That's all you do. And yes, you do use my content. Absolutely, you have. And I know you have a strike on that I put on you.
So where were you on June 16th of 2021?
Me?
Yeah.
I was home. What is your point?
Did you do a show about Summer Wells?
I started doing shows about Summer Wells in September. What's that got to do with anything?
I did my first show in September.
Who cares? I did too. Who cares?
No. Is that true? Justin, is that true that Daisy's been around since September of 2021? That's when my first live was September 6th of 2021. Daisy was not around until after you got a channel, right, Justin? And if she was, nobody knew of her. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? It's all who cares to. I feel like the stuff that Daisy says is like, who cares?
I never wanted to be. So why do you have a problem with me supporting the parents?
Support them all you want, but don't just quit the drama.
Huh?
Quit the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Quit the drama. I'll quit the drama when people like you quit attacking me by using my content.
We're not attacking
your mouth.
you.
I was being respectful in your chat the other day when I came in over the Harmony.
She came from Justin's?
And what did you do? You attacked me over Summer's case. And I'm like, okay, I'm gone. That's exactly what you did. You don't know about the behind the scenes.
It's juvenile.
You don't know. You've not seen this mother cry over her baby. Just because she don't put it out here on YouTube all the time doesn't mean that she don't do it.
It's not just that, though,
Until
Daisy.
you see it for your own
You
self.
can sit there and avoid seeing all the massive red flags like right in front of your face if you want to. But I mean, that's up to you. That's your choice. But as far as us,
why
us
did
normal
she
ones,
have so many different stories, and why does she have a history of child abuse?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have a history of child abuse.
My God.
Is there any charges on her for child abuse? Absolutely.
Wisconsin, yeah, and she had 3
No,
children.
she does not have child abuse charges on her. You show it. She does not. Her ex-husband, she has got up here and stated many times that he was very abusive to her.
So she ran away from Andrew and Candace?
She didn't run away. They took him because this guy was very violent. You don't know her past.
Okay, well, I can
know what Candace
right now, and I can set messages from Candace floating.
You've been talking to her daughter behind the scenes.
A lot of people have.
Yes.
She came on the scene at the end of June.
That's one of the reasons why she won't even talk. She won't even talk to Candace because
she came on the scene in a Facebook group at the end of June. And she
never hurt her children. She never.
I'm going to read this to you right now.
Okay.
Hello?
Christine, you want to come up here with me?
Who is this? Who does be? Somebody does by my ranch. I've seen him around, so. Are you there?
Hey, Ziggy.
Yeah.
Could you please unblock me?
What are you under my wrench?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up. If you want to stay up, you can. It's up to you. Let's see. I'll try to find you real quick. If I can't find you right away, I definitely will after my live, because let's see, my wrench. Here, we'll listen to this while we're
I don't know that. That's the CPS. They also said that Candace pulled a gun, and then they dropped the charges on her because she didn't. The guy had a gun sitting there, and that's why they did it. But they dropped.
According to Candace Flooden, she said I was adopted at 6 months old.
She was 2 years old. Yeah, she was a toddler. She didn't know.
She was 6 months old.
And how does she know what happened to her really?
She got her records.
Who did she say beat her brother? I guarantee it was her father that did it.
Yeah.
Candace talked about her abuse. She opened up here about her abuse.
Why did she protect her children?
She didn't neglect her children. When you're abused, have you ever been in an abusive relationship before? Have you ever been in one?
Yeah, I'm a mama bear.
You're a mama bear, but have you ever been in a abusive relationship?
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever been abused all your life? No, probably not.
Daisy's trying to be condescending. Have you ever been in a abuse? So yeah, that's probably what happened. Wrench, who knows? Exactly. It's Daisy, the one that sounds like it's. Listening, it's abuse. She did time for the gun charge. Is that correct? What? Hold on.
You are talking out of your butt.
No,
you are, Daisy.
Adopted at 6 months. Put back in the foster care around the age of 12. My brother, same name as my bio father. I was told my bio mom, I have the CPS records, was a meth head.
She was also talking to Candace until YouTubers got a hold of her and brainwashed her. Her and Candace had a good relationship before Summer went missing. They had a very good relationship.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why their relationship's strained now, Daisy. Why do you think? Do you really think could it be possibly that they're suspicious of each other or one suspicious of the other? Yeah, that's probably more than likely what it is. And there was something else I was going to say, but I just forgot it, so I'll remember it here in a second.
I have been a victim of domestic violence. Have you ever been?
We haven't. We weren't asking. We don't care.
Just you guys just talk it out. Just talk it out. Talk it out. No,
Daisy doesn't want to talk it out. Does Christine not? Does she really think that Daisy wants to talk it out? Because if nobody's talking about Daisy, she makes sure that somebody will. Right? Thank God for paper trails. Let's see. Somebody just sent me a. Oh. Thank you, to Chasing, for saying that she put in the chat that she's seen my dog in person and that she's well taken care of. I appreciate that. All I want people to say is the freaking truth.
For the kids. We're not talking about Dawn and Candace. This is the children in Wisconsin.
That is the mother. Is the mother not Candace Bly?
Yeah. Her daughter's name is Candace too.
Right.
Her
Yes.
mother's name is
Proof that Candace beat those children.
all right.
I don't believe for a minute Candace would hurt her children. I don't care what any of y'all say. I've seen Candace.
Yeah.
She was a violent.
All these
seen
people
it.
say that she have done these things to children.
She's never seen Candace with her kids, has she? Because other people who have seen Candace with kids don't have those quite nice of stories as you're saying, Daisy, at all. Like the stories that Allie's told, Leslie, Laura has said, people who have seen Candace around the kids, most of them actually said that Candace was the more abusive one of the two between Dawn and Candace, like towards the kids, allegedly. That's what has been my experience with people who have been kind of defending Dawn, and yes, they say that I think he just went to work and came home and did his drugs and whatever else stuff he was doing. Daisy has been PG's content. Yeah. I don't think she's naive. I think she's full of shit. I think she's just playing games. Because naive would be an excuse for the reason why she's like this. It would give her an excuse. She's hard-headed and prideful. She's too prideful. That's her ego is too big. She's too worried about having a bruised ego or being wrong. Oh, here's Jason.
Who's she coming out to?
Them. That's crazy.
Who is she coming out to? You? You just said you didn't talk to her.
Oh, I think I've made.
Who is she coming out to, though?
I think I've made it clear.
You've not made nothing clear.
Other than first you said that you talked to her and then that you have messages of hers, but then you said you don't talk to her. You're just going through messages. So she's coming out. Where is her messages and who is she talking to come out at?
Then she can speak on her own behalf.
Yeah,
Candace don't want to talk to YouTubers. She's had enough of YouTubers. What do you want to say? Jason has a question.
I just had one question. I thought when she first came up, she was saying that something about Summer being FA'd. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the proof of that?
Exactly. She's not talking about Summer, though, she said. She's talking about the older daughter, Candy.
She was talking about Summer in that instance, about Summer being FA'd. Can you clear that up?
God.
And where's the proof of that? Crime line? Is there proof of that?
Well, honestly, why would Dawn take clothes off of Summer and go to bed with her every night?
Do we know that's true?
He said
Who said that he took her clothes off?
Well, I mean, do we have another person lying?
Who said that he took her clothes off before they got into bed?
I mean, on my show today, you heard True in a recording saying that he was in his boxers and he took her clothes off, and Candace said when they go to bed, she puts covers on him because he sleeps naked every night. And when he left, when they were in the motel room in Springdale, Arkansas, when the police got there, she said, well, hang on, my husband never sleeps in clothes.
That doesn't mean he done it with Summer there.
Right.
Well, then
now, let's imagine that he wore his boxers to bed. But let's just imagine that he did wear boxers to bed and Summer slept with them. Where's your proof that Summer was molested by her father?
I didn't say that anyone molested Summer.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of
her daughter and her
trying to
son.
road rail her and get her confused, because I don't even know. I don't know. Now they've got me confused. All I know is a lot of allegations have gone. There's been a lot of allegations towards Dawn. We don't know for a fact about. We don't know for a fact that Summer was definitely SA'd by Dawn. Supposedly this is Laura, but I don't know if that's really her. Because I didn't send her a link, and I don't know if she would know to go here. Good thing I was prepared. Sorry, Benny Keys. Sorry, Benny Keys. I knew that one was a trick. Gotcha.
I'm just asking if I'm just trying to clarify this. I'm just trying to clarify the situation. You're saying that you know that somewhere Candace Floden, other than the posts that we've seen in the groups in the beginning, other than that, she's spoken out after that, saying that she has the CPS records and she knows that her mother did this. Can you point us in a direction? Is she speaking out on Facebook, Twitter,
I'm not
Instagram?
about this publicly, honestly.
You brought it up.
Exactly.
You brought it up.
Because Daisy keeps saying that she was never abused.
But we don't know for a fact that she was. We're making up stories. We're making up stories about people's lives here.
I can't with. I'm sorry. Thank you for speaking the truth about my dog being well taken care of. I appreciate that from what you witnessed and your experience, but I do not agree with. I understand you're wanting the absolute. You don't want any speculation on supposed SA with Summer or the two or anything around that, because of course. But what about all the accusations from his sisters? Are we supposed to just ignore it? Is that what we're supposed to do? What are they wanting us to do? It's Now Justice. They're live right now. It's over on Daisy's channel. So I guess we're just not supposed to take into account any allegations from anybody, right? Like what do we do with the information? Oh, we just leave it to law enforcement, right? Let law enforcement do their job. I guess.
I don't care what my name is. What does my name have to do with anything?
A lot.
That's just how you all work. That's how you work.
No, it's not that.
What is the deal with my name? Why does everyone want to know who I am?
So bad. And they're told
Nobody does.
They hear this every night.
Hear what?
Saying that never happened. Or why didn't they say something earlier? That's disgusting.
I don't discount what happened to Candace and Andrew. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. I didn't mean to. There's a little delay.
That's all right, go ahead.
We know that Candace and Andrew were abused. 100%. We know that. The story that we've received from Candace is that she was on drugs. She was young. The children's dad was much older. They were both on drugs. She knew she couldn't give them a good life. And they came in to take the kids, and she signed them over. They could have a better life. She was trying to develop a relationship with Candace Floden. Eventually, that didn't work out. That's all we know, and it's hearsay because Candace is saying it, so we don't know it as fact. Anything else is Candace and Andrew's life, and we have no right to be talking about it.
I agree.
Then why are you guys on YouTube?
I'm not on here talking about Candace Floden or Andrew. but I do talk about Summer's case.
I'm sure I hear her
Okay.
bash people and
She would,
rip
though.
and tear things.
If it comes up in topic, of course she's going to talk about it.
I am advocating for victims. And I believe that Dawn and Candace is the victim as well.
About doing the right thing.
What right thing am I not doing? You tell me that, sister.
Are you kidding me? Sister,
are you over there supporting Fred too, the meth dealer?
Fred?
Yeah, he could very well be the one who come up on that hill and took that baby. Nobody.
Oh my God!
Suspects in this case.
Everybody's a suspect, including Dawn and Candace. Everybody.
Exactly.
What this was?
Oh, well, I thought Dawn and Candace weren't
Summer's
suspects.
the victim. That's what we're forgetting, right? Summer's the victim. None of us. We don't know what the police know. We have no idea what the police know. We're speculating. That's it. We don't know. And the only reason I came up is because I'm so tired of adults putting sexual assault on Summer's name. It's disgusting. Her brothers could watch this one day.
Exactly.
And
it's sickening.
Right now.
Okay, but see, then we need to be mad at fucking Dawn. We are projecting our anger at the wrong people. People need to stop enabling these fucking parents. If Dawn didn't do shady ass shit in his past and say shady stuff about children and their bodies and being in hotel rooms and seeing children traded for crack, talking about a 12-year-old's body as if it's, a hot body. The stuff he talks about as if it's normal. Oh my God, dude. I understand we don't have certain proof about stuff, but when there's smoke, there's fire. You can't just ignore certain things. Are we just supposed to not? We'll just ignore that. Okay. We should be mad at fucking Dawn. He's the one saying the stuff. Oh, it's so irritating. There's a reason. It's because of the shit that Dawn's done. It's not all of it can be lies that people have put out. There's several accusations. And if Dawn didn't do the shady shit, if he didn't have these arrest records with red panties, if he didn't have the break-ins and the weird hanging out outside somebody's house for days on end, being a creep, if he didn't have that stuff, we wouldn't have these stories to theorize. Oh, man. Ew, no, my dad did not ever. We never, ew. One time I walked in on my dad laying naked in the bed and he was freaking mortified. And so was I. Very much so. Uncomfortable.
You said so?
Because your facts were totally wrong.
And you have facts. You just set up your
fact. Okay, what was your fact saying that Daisy took money from Candace? Where was your facts for that?
I told you to check my comment section.
Where was your fact when you said that Daisy took money from Candace? Where was your fact?
Okay, so this is just like a he said, she said.
Where's your fact?
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Because they're just going back and forth, for everything that Brooke says, they're going to say, well, Fred did this, or the YouTubers did that, or Chris McDonough did that. And, if it wasn't for this person or that person, Dawn and Candace would have their kids. Crime Crazy Critters channel. Thank you so much, by the way, for you sent it was a Cash App, right? You sent something. It was Cash App or PayPal earlier. I appreciate it. I just checked, and Tracy took down the live from last week where she was so visibly disgusted over the wells. Are you talking about the one where she was going over Judy Sue saying the thing about the boys and their faces and having bruises? And I don't know who tried to porn bomb me. I just assumed it was Benny, because I think that's a pretty good assumption.
So no, I have never took money from Candace, ever, never.
And how did her story change from she went to talking about Candace Floden to she never talked to Candace Floden? Now she's just reading messages from Candace Floden, and then put an essay on Summer and with her dad, but then wants to reverse and say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Where's your proof? We're talking about she's saying you don't put out proof. Where's her proof? If you're going to point fingers and say, where's your proof? Then she's got to.
I don't think that she did say SA. She said that she took didn't she say that he took showers with her and slept with her naked? You guys are filling in the blanks beyond that. So that's just you guys are the one assuming if you're saying SA. She just said that he slept with Summer naked, right? I don't know. Did she really? Maybe she did say it, but according to, that wouldn't be a lie. That's what Don has said. Hasn't Don himself said he slept naked? She also asked for to see Amanda. Who's Amanda? Don admitted to showering with Summer. We do know that, yeah. Chasing is a Will supporter, and yes, Candace said she gave Daisy half of the $460. Wow. Yeah, I don't like the whole dynamic when somebody gets 3 against 1 up on a panel or something. It's even if it is like on my panel and I'm one of the 3, I just don't like putting somebody 1 against many.
That her channel be took down, and if she don't, I've got the money to sue her. So she best just chill.
Who the hell?
Stop using my content. You do your live, you do your channel, and let me do mine. Because I don't even know who you are, and I don't care to know who you are. All I know is that you're full of poop soup, like the rest of them. Well, here's what I don't understand is, okay, so she disagrees with whatever it is that you're saying. So why come over? Just do your own thing, right? Let her. She should just do her own thing. If she does not like what kind of things that we're talking about and what we're saying, then just do your own thing. Don't come over here, put an essay on Summer, telling somebody else's victim story, and not knowing anything about it. I'm sure she didn't get permission to tell it in the first place. No. Yeah. So why? Exactly. So why come over and do that? If you don't like somebody, why go to their channel? Why comment on anything?
It just doesn't make sense. Why try to get their
Okay,
identity?
okay,
and build life on
true.
somebody?
Then,
What does that
Christine,
prove?
why does Daisy come to
It
my
says more
channel?
about you than it does.
Why does she come to my channel and type in my
You
chat?
can search up all the backgrounds you want. Daisy ain't even got a speeding ticket. I've never even had a speeding ticket on my record. Not even a speeding ticket.
Daisy has money. Probably
So
a lot
there
of
you
times.
go.
And the thing is, though, how's that helping any case? All that is attacking. I said, well, how does revealing somebody's identity, how is that helping any missing child case?
Just to hurt the creator. That's what they're out for, because I don't agree with her, and I don't care what she does on her panel. I don't care what she does. I actually went into her chat the other day to support her when she was talking about Baby Harmony. She seen me in there and started attacking me over Summer's case. So I left. And the only thing I said was, is that I'm only here to support Harmony. I'm not here over Summer's case. And I left. But
and then she
because
took out
my content.
well, and then she put the thing out that you took half of Candace's money, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Which is a lie.
Ridiculous. And listen, if she has proof, we'll wait. We'll wait because there is none, but we'll wait.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly. I'm just telling you. I'm talking.
Well, awfully confident about something that wasn't even you doing it, but okay. She's really back. She backstage. Christine, you're going to look really not very smart one of these days. Seriously, if you're back in Daisy. She did. Candace split that money. Really? She said Candace never hurts her kids. She has to call in her opinions to help her. That's why she didn't go up on Brooke's panel the other day. It's gonna like her and they don't have to. Don't you speak bad. Ziggy. Who said 555 looks smart now? Yeah, I know. After I said it, I was like, I wish I could backpedal on that.
Never go on your live. I don't care about your channel. I don't care.
Of course, now they're all saying that Brooke is a tragedy pimp. You know, anybody who doesn't support the Wells is tragedy pimps, but the other ones who support the Wells are the good ones, right? Oh, that's right. And I forgot too that I'm on the side of the devil because I read tarot. And she just wants to save my soul. She's just worried about my soul. Yeah. When we know Don has admitted to his sisters and that he's seen things happening to children. Only Don knows how to get places like that. The shower stories. Exactly. How many times has he said about he's seen things? And for somebody to see something like that, what he claims he saw with children and in motels and crack, and that's something that people like never see in a lifetime. But how many times has Dawn seen this stuff? Sounds like the way he talks, he's seen this stuff numerous times. It sounds like just any other day in Dawn's world. I mean, he is the crack fairy. I have to stand up a lot of times when I'm live and get tired of sitting. You were timed out, but it might have been an accident. Oh, you mean over on Daisy's? Yeah, it would have been more news if you said you weren't timed out. That would have been more interesting because that's the common thing over there. Oh no, what's going on now?
Well, the thing about it is that, you know, there's always going to be, not say, people on the opposing side, but we just are going to have to be able, as a community, to try to get along and not do what just this lady just did on this panel.
Yeah.
What,
She come up here and twisted things. I don't care if her trolls.
Well, but Christine now is like feeding all into it, though. She's saying she, pointing out. So they're still talking about things that Brooke did that she shouldn't have done, pointing out all these faults and stuff, still talking about it. I don't think that really helps anything either, Christine. I mean, not trying to be an asshole, but you came up there and you were like, well, isn't that what you said? Didn't you just say that? Where's your proof? Do you have proof of that? You were antagonizing. You were not being a mediator. You were not being unbiased. You weren't being a negotiator. You weren't being a counselor. You were not doing any of that. You were being accusatory.
Rhonda Lynn. Thank you. She told the story of Dawn taking Summer's clothes off and got into bed with her. Where's her proof? Exactly. She brought it up here.
Okay.
We all know.
Well, I guess Daisy never has to have proof for fucking anything because, you know, she'll just use for an example somebody else who didn't have any proof. Well, that creator didn't have proof. That person didn't have proof. They don't have to show proof. Why does everybody else gets to just say whatever and not have to show proof?
Everybody, probably NASA, who knows? But the point is that if they were guilty of anything, and I'm not saying they're not, I'm just saying, would after 2 years they not some charges come about? But nothing. Their house has been turned upside down, inside out. They've ripped the dashboard out of Don's truck. Mm-hmm. And they've ripped that whole house apart at least 7, 8, 9 times being searched. They've had search dogs up there. They've had cadaver dogs up there. They've had drones with infrared flying above the house and around the area. They have had helicopters up there. They have had, 100 different local and out-of-state searchers come in searching the surrounding area. Okay, so where's Summer then?
Exactly.
I don't know. Ask Dawn and Candace. Ask Dawn and Candace. They're probably the ones that have the answers. No, this whole being clear thing, nobody has been clear publicly, you know, and if we need some type of proof. I wish that law enforcement would have some type of press conference and release publicly certain people surrounding this case, which we can exclude from speculations. Why wouldn't they want to do that? It would stop all the torture that Dawn and Candace have to go through from people speculating that they did something to their daughter, you know, all the stuff they lost their kids. Look at everything they lost. Poor Dawn and Candace. Yeah, it seems pathetic and pitiful, but this is what happens when you do the type of stuff that Dawn and Candace do. This is a good example to learn off, to watch and learn and don't do what they do.
did they get new pics of Candace? Okay, they're going to try to find it for me. I don't know about that.
Thank you.
About that.
We just want to stay consistent with our receipts, so we're not just.
Listen, that's her business. Whatever she wants to do with her life is her business.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. We get torn apart, bashed, made fun of because we are looking at other angles other than just the parents. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I'm not saying that I am a police officer, detective, whatever, but it's okay to have discussions, and if you find something, we can discuss it. That it's different than what's happening right now. That is total difference.
Ziggy's over there gonna get a strike.
No.
She's over there live streaming us.
I'm so
She's
scared. It's me commentating on the shit you're saying, the bullshit. Trust me, we're not listening. You're not saying anything worth really listening to. So I'm gonna go probably here in a second because it's really just a bunch of hot air. It's really nothing. All I see over and over again in the chat is stuff about Athena not being rescued. Like, what? Nobody saying I said that I rescued Athena. I'm sorry if I said the word rescued. That bothered you that bad that I said I rescued Athena? I don't even remember saying that. Well, actually, I think I might have said that. Like, we don't know what could have happened to her. A lot of dogs have been found deceased at the end of that driveway. Jim, are you there?
I am here.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that you weren't
My dogs are barking, so I just am muting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not just live streamer content, just
I made it on Christina's community post again. She keeps taking every comment I make and calling it bullying her every time.
Huh?
And she thinks I'm bullying her, and she puts my comments like in some community posts with others that she feels are bullying. The question I said, I don't even remember what I did say. I have to look. But it wasn't anything. It was just making a comment. And
you're cutting out.
Every time I
you're cutting out.
She gets really worked up, and I wonder what it is about me that.
I didn't mute that. It wouldn't mute. Let me see now. Where all the Wells dogs? They gave them all away. I was gonna. Yeah, I'm about to go here in a second. You were cutting out, I think, Jam.
I messed up. I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I just was saying I made it on Christine's post again. I guess she thinks I'm bullying her. I told her she needed to get a little tougher.
Oh, she did a community post?
Yes, this is the second one I've made. I'm becoming famous for bullying Christine.
Yeah. Well, I haven't ever said a bad thing about Christine ever. I've never said. I question some of the things that her judgments and stuff.
Well, that's what I do. I generally just question your judgment, or just But
Christine, I have never said anything hateful about Christine. But I'm getting really close to because the way she's trying to act like she's trying to be a negotiator or a mediator between, like she was unbiased or something. It was a joke. It was 3-on-1. She was not trying to be, the more level-headed one at all, or the bigger person. She was sitting there
She's
saying,
very passive aggressive.
you did that, or pointing out all the stuff that she thinks that Brooke does or Brooke did.
Yeah, I felt like they were ganging up on Brooke with just bombarding her with, oh, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it. Well, let me prove it to you guys. Her kids are all in DHS or CPS custody. That's proof.
Yeah.
Proof. Right there's your proof.
Now, as far as SA, it's not definite proof of SA.
No, we have no proof of SA, but we definitely have absolute proof of neglect. At least neglect.
Right. I can't believe they would argue that. It doesn't make it. None of it makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense for them to argue and for them to talk, for Yanni to speak of your dog and its fleas. Can you tell me, can you please tell me how many of the Wells dogs got their flea treatments monthly?
Exactly. Does she?
Can you please, Yanni, tell me that they spent, well, let's times 20 times how much, like $50 for the flea treatments or more at times, So they had 20 dogs at $50 a pop a month.
Yeah, that's expensive.
So I'm sure they went and got those taken care of.
Yeah, right. It was like pulling teeth to try to get them to just allow people, give them homes and stuff. They were they so bad wanted to control things and not let any YouTubers or anybody enemies have any of those the dogs that they claim were strays. I don't know.
They're like irresponsible 12-year-olds that get a pet and don't take care of it. They're like irresponsible 12-year-olds that are babysitting and don't take care of children. They just are very irresponsible.
Yeah. I know they do that justice because they are hoping that they'll hear Donna Candace say that one little thing they need to figure out what happened to Summer. They're not most of these people are not really supporting Donna Candace. Like, not even Daisy. She's hoping that Candace will slip and tell her that one thing she needs so that she can turn it in and be the hero.
She is just grasping at straws. It's not going to happen. Candace is way, way, way smarter than Daisy. Now, we all know that.
That is true that the ASPCA had to drive out there and feed the dogs. I mean, I don't know if it was ASPCA. What's that? It was
the Hawkins County. The Hawkins County Animal Shelter people, wasn't it?
Donna Candace could actually tell her, and she would make an excuse for it. She actually would. She actually believes them.
I mean, I get frustrated with like chasing truth, who's supposed to be, or seems to be, a very, very smart lady. Is she pretending?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just thinking. No.
What is her? I mean,
intelligent. I just don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured it out with that one, but sometimes I really agree with her. I think she tries to just stick to facts and stuff, but she also has. I mean, she also has opinions and theories, just like any of us.
Yeah, we all have opinions.
But they don't want to put opinions and they don't want to theorize anything with the parents. But everybody else is okay. It's okay with Fred. We can ruin Fred's life.
It's okay to rip apart everybody else. But don't you dare say nothing against Don and Candace. They are upstanding, fun, loving parents.
A lot. They've lost their daughter. They lost their other kids. Yeah, they've gone through a lot. They think that, well, be at their own hands, in my opinion.
There were no YouTubers that caused their children to be taken from them. No YouTuber took Summer. The YouTubers didn't cause. I don't think that them people helped by going down there, but I don't think it caused them to lose his job. I think his job was already in jeopardy. You know?
Who said that? I don't know who said that was the way you work. It wasn't me. Who was it that was saying something about baby? I do remember somebody saying something about there being babies under. Oh, I think that was okay. That was just okay. You mean on a psychic channel? Yeah, I heard it there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's really windy, but I'm trying. So where do I look to see how many gigabytes or my computer is? I think any.
Is that them people fighting?
What? You can still hear them?
Yeah, just barely, but I can hear them like.
I have it on real low. I'm not even really listening to them anymore. But I do need to get off here.
All right.
Later on Empress Ziggy, and do some readings or come back. We'll see maybe if anything goes on, if there's anything to talk about. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. And thank you to the ones that came up and participated. Thank you,
Hey,
class.
take care. Hey, take care, Ziggy.
All right. You too. All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Round me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me.
All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Ta-ta.
Stardust left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. We are all. Pick me up, that moonchild, put me into